There are many frightful weapons that could be used in a war. Among these weapons, what weapon do you fear the most? Most of you would say nuclear weapons, right? It is true, nuclear weaponry are known for the impending doom which lingers over our head if a nuclear war was ignited. But there are many other horrific weapons that have as much of a devastating effect on the world, such as biological and chemical weapons. Since many don't realize the dangers of biological and chemical weapons, I will first define biological and chemical weapons. Second, I will summarize the history of both of these weapons. And finally, I will explain what measures have been taken to protect these weapons and the measures that I think should be taken. First, a biological weapon is a weapon that delivers toxins or pathogens with the goal of making people sick or killing them. Biological warfare agents differ greatly in the type of organism or toxin used in weapons system, lethality, length of incubation, infectiousness, stability, and ability to be treated with current vaccines and medicines. There are 5 different categories of biological agents that could be weaponized and used in welfare or terrorism. These include bacteria, ricticide, viruses, fungi, and toxins. A chemical weapon is a chemical used to cause intentional death or harm through its toxic properties. There are 5 types of chemical agents: choking agents, blister agents, blood agents, nerve agents, and riot control agents. This Sunday, Syria called on the United Nations to condemn its rebel foes after an apparent attack with unidentified chemicals in the city of Aleppo sent scores of choking victims to hospitals. A spokesman for Russia's Ministry of Defense said 46 people, including 8 children, had been exposed to chemicals. This could happen just 2 days ago, but chemical and biological warfare is by no means a new tactic of war. It has dated back over 2,000 years, with ancient tribes lacing arrow tips with natural toxins and shooting them at an enemy to cause infections in the arrow wounds. In the 19th century, it was discovered that attacking important civilian factories and warehouses was important in crippling an enemy. In the 20th century, a wide range of substances were created to replace traditional guns and bullets during World War I, which included various gases then used to destroy an enemy. Then, in the 21st century, the age of terrorism began, and war was no longer fought to conquer lands and resources, but instead to create more mass demise and even more terror within the nation. Third, because of the wreckage brought on by biological and chemical warfare, in 1925, the signing of the Geneva Protocol banned the use of both chemical and bacterial weapons. However, the Geneva Protocol was put into place to ban the use of the weapons, but not the production and storage of them. Because of the horrific fate the world may endure from use of such weaponry, new solutions should be found to eliminate the usage, storage, and also the production of these factories. Therefore, I suggest nations that hold bacteriological and toxin weapons to hold an annual conference regarding agreement to cooperate and provide assistance relating to bacteriological and toxin weapons destruction. This annual meeting should be held with one expert from each country, specialized in the field of bacteriological and toxin weapons, and it should require nations to achieve desired goals over a given time period. This goal should include submitting annual reports about the amount, type, location, uses, and justification of their possession of biological and chemical weapons. Next, bacteriological and chemical weapons facilities should be open to inspections and surveillance to international organizations that are to be supervising. Nations that fail to meet the terms of the conference should be made to write a report on specific reasons for their failure and agree to the term of being subject of inspection of bacteriological and toxic weapon facilities. Lastly, this conference should detach an UN ambassador to nations holding bacteriological and toxin weapons at the first quarter and the second quarter of each year, guaranteeing that these ambassadors will go to the countries at a random time and monitor the uses and abuse of these weapons, such as attacking other countries. It is my hope that all nations do not deceive each other, but rather rely on each other. Biological, chemical weapons, and even nuclear weapons should be destroyed, so that no one lives in fear of these weapons. Thank you.